Let's now talk about the hold relax PNF technique for the supine spinal rotation. A quick note on this stretch here, it's very important that any client with any lower back injuries do not move into this type of stretch because it can exacerbate any previous conditions they may have. Just like with all PNF stretches, we're going to start with a 10-second passive stretch done by the trainer, followed by a 6-second isometric contraction against the trainer's resistance. This is done by the client. Then we're going to finish off with a 10-second passive stretch through a further range of motion of the agonist muscle stretched, done by the trainer. Let's jump into it. We're going to start by putting our client into the appropriate position. So our leg comes across the body. The hand positioning for the trainer is nice and gently just above the knee joint. Arms nice and relaxed down by the side of the body. The trainer's hand will be placed on the shoulder joint to make sure that the shoulder girdle is nice and relaxed on the ground. Make sure that appropriate scapular position by the client is achieved by taking the shoulders away from the ears. Let's start with our 10-second passive stretch. How does that feel? Good. Let's hold for 10 seconds. 9 and 10. We're now going to ask our client to go through an isometric contraction resisting against the trainer's pressure for 6 seconds. If you want to go through an isometric contraction, pushing up against both my hands. Off you go. How does that feel? Good. Let's hold for 6 seconds. 5 and 6. Relax. Now we're going to finish off with a final 10-second passive stretch, further going through the range of motion for this stretch. How does that feel? Good. Let's hold for 10 seconds. 9 and 10. After we finish, ask your client to relax to the resting position. And this technique can be repeated 2 to 3 times to further increase range of motion of the agonist muscle stretched.